everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Now, of course, as I'm uploading this video, I already finished the game and it's already uploaded. But, of course, still have a lot of Master Quests to finish. That being said, if you guys want to participate into this Ocarina of Time Master Quest giveaway, leave a comment below and I will run your comment on a random generator. The luckiest comment will be the winner, and I will, of course, slide into your DMs and everything else. And, of course, the winner will be announced in the extra video, which will be posted within the next few weeks. Well, next week, actually, because, well, we have to do 3 videos. Alright, let's not waste too much time. Let's get ourselves right into it, shall we? So here we are with the Spirit Temple Master Quest. Starting things off, obviously we have to do stuff as Child Link, so that way we can, be able to do a little bit more from what we were normally able to do. And of course, right off the bat, the first few things we have to do, obviously, is open up some chests before we even enter a certain room. So first chest, already visible. All you gotta do is just hit that. Second chest, all you gotta do is just hit this crystal switch. And doing that will summon another chest. And which will give you more bomb chews. And let's use these bomb chews right now, actually. So, upon using the bomb chews you get from the treasure chests, what you must do is you must go ahead and blow up this boulder, which will reveal an ice switch. You go ahead and shoot the ice switch, which will summon one more chest, and this will give you a small key. So, let's talk about starting things off in this room really quickly, just to get things kicked off. First things foremost, as you enter in this room, there's like 2 boulders, but you can't really do much about it. To your right, there is a water wall. Even Adult Link can't even get through this. So how does Adult Link enter? Well, let's get this cleared out of the way really quickly. If you look up, there's a gigantic rock right there. What you must do, you must go ahead and use your bomb tube. I'm not sure if I angled it right. Okay, thankfully I did. To blow up this. For right now, you can't really do much about it. So, as such, we must go ahead and go past Naboru. I already talked to her off screen, so you won't have to worry about me talking to her right off the bat. I already talked to her off screen, so you have to worry about it. And, let's go and get ourselves equipped real quickly. I'm gonna try to hold on to my, Deku Shield, but I want to also challenge myself and see if I can do it without losing it. But, considering the nature of this dungeon, I don't think it's likely. There we go. Just like that. Didn't even lose my shield. That's gonna be the challenge, is I'm gonna try to hold on to my shield. Let's see here. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my, slingshot. Go ahead and shoot this. And, it will temporarily disable the fire, so that way I can just easily just get this. From here, there is, like, a rock blocking that. You go ahead and use your bomb chews, get out of the way, or fail to get out of the way and just crawl under, because that's what automatic Link would do. And, we have to enter a room to your right. Pushing B did that, apparently. Okay, so I'm having regrets on, like, where my button layouts are, because, like, pushing X also using the C buttons. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright, so just like that, we have disabled that. Now what you must do next, you must go ahead and pull this, which will summon, of course, which will summon a switch, which will allow you to basically go over here, and, you must throw a bomb shoot across here. I almost pushed the wrong button. I should probably go ahead and fix out my button layout. But I don't think it'd be too much. But my sensitivity is still garbage. There we go. Anyways, jump up here. And be careful, you do want to take out these guys. But I feel like this one's a little bit too close. No, it isn't. Okay. Take him out. Just like that. So, upon defeating these, you will of course be able to have access to the next room. Then entering the next room, we have a rotating platform. And we must backflip onto it. And this is where you have to go ahead and fight off your, Okay, hold on a second. Let me fix my controller real quickly. I'm pushing the R to shield, and it's putting my sword away when I didn't really want to. Give me a moment. Okay. So now I changed my, where my attack button is, and where my shield button is. This should be easy. Now all you gotta do is you gotta battle the Stalfos as Young Link. And you can either take him out slowly, or hope that he falls in the pit, which most of the time, he always does. Because what an idiot he is. Most of the time, he will fall into the pit. Then you enter this next room. And this room can be really dangerous. I'm gonna try to take out the keys whenever I can. So that way I won't have to, like, worry about losing my shield. I'm gonna try to do this dungeon without losing my shield. But I can't promise everything, dude. All I can promise is that, like, things can get crazy if I don't do it right. Okay, is my C button set to turbo mode? I swear. I hope not. But overall, that still works. And there's another one. I'm gonna take him out. Got him. So I won't have to deal with that, thank goodness. So now we go ahead and pull this, which will reveal another switch. Which of course allows us to meet up with this guy. And knowing well from this guy, if you actually use your sword, he will fire back at you, and you do not want that. He will shoot flame. But first and foremost, before we do anything though, we're gonna open up this chest. While the statue taunts us, realistically, and we get the dungeon map. So the next thing we must do is we need to grab Din's Fire. It's basically the only way to take this guy out. Once you use Din's Fire, you'll be able to get rid of him. And you, of course, will summon another chest behind you. And, of course, some rubies up there. I'm gonna try to get these rubies. And then fail completely, wow. But you know what, that's fine. I don't really care. So anyway, so now that we got another small key, we're ready to move on to the next room. So upon moving on to the next room, by destroying the boulder, if you haven't done so already, but I already did, so I don't have to do that. You crawl into this crawl space, and before you enter the next room, you may notice, there's a little bit of a rusty switch right here. I wonder what that's for. We'll have to find out soon enough, but for right now, we must enter the next room, hit the rusty switch, and watch out, this is an ambush. Just like that, and didn't lose my shield at all. But yeah, once you take that guy out, you gotta do is climb up. Climb up all the way to the top. And of course, be wary of these enemies. But of course, it's best to use them to go ahead and take this guy out. Like that. Always use them to destroy a Beamos. You get a lot of goodies from that as well. You open up this next treasure chest, you get yourself a Bomb Chew. And this is where you have to use another more advantage of the Bomb Chews. Because what you're gonna have to do next is... Hold on, do I need to inspire? I think I need to inspire for one more thing. I don't know, just in case. I'll just have it on there. You must go ahead and throw a bomb chew at this. You might want to get the right angle, because sometimes it might not work right away. And upon doing so, we'll spawn a chest right up there, which will allow you to do another thing in this dungeon. So meanwhile, while we're at it, we're going to move on to the next room. As we move on to the next room, we have more puzzles up ahead, but first we're going to drop down. And I guess what we're going to do is, oh my goodness, I don't even remember this dungeon at all. Go ahead and shoot this eye switch, which will summon a chest in the next room. And you go and open up the treasure chest, and this will give you the dungeon compass. Now, next thing you do, you go this way, and you must play Din's Fire here. Also, watch out, there's a wall master near you. But upon using Din's Fire, you'll be able to melt the ice switch, which will allow you to access the next room. And this next room pretty much leads to this area. You can't really do much, but one thing you can do is you get your slingshot and go and shoot this ice switch. And and you might as well do it now, because if you do it later, you're not going to get that opportunity ever again. But you shoot the ice switch, it will basically drop a treasure chest, and if you open the treasure chest, believe it or not, it will actually give you a small key. Now, the small key is potentially could be your safe zone, because, like, it's entirely optional, and if you do a certain thing early, then you're never going to get that key again, and that's going to cause some problems. Next thing you do, you must go ahead and go back to the child side of this main lobby room. And what you must do next is you gotta basically backflip onto a Sonic Time block. And this could take a few tries, especially for a pro like myself. But eventually you'll actually get it. Like that. And then, hopefully I do not need a slingshot again. I'm gonna risk it. You need to play the Song of Time. Play the Song of Time, which will summon another Song of Time block. And what you must do is you must take this crate and then run over here, go this way, climb all the way up to the top, drop it here, play the Song of Time here, and once you do that, you'll be able to get yourself access to a hand switch, which has a blue switch on it. In other words, it needs to have something. It needs to have something to stay there in order for it to hold. So you go and drop your crate here, and it will stay there. It will stay unlocked, and then you go and access the next door to the next room. I actually know it's in the next room, and I'm gonna try to get through this as much as I can. But I know this could easily be the shot where I'll lose my Deku Shield if I'm not careful. I'm gonna try to challenge myself not to lose my Deku Shield. The next room is pretty dangerous. As you enter the next room, you're gonna be dealing with a lot of these fire guys. And I recommend that you, just completely ignore them, because I don't think they're worth fighting. But if they do hit you, you're gonna lose your shield. I did not let go of the darn button, Turbo Mode. I hope you're not into effect here. So the switches you're actually looking for is these two. Don't you dare. I'm not losing my shield because of you. Don't you dare. Daredeviling this shit, dude. This one. Okay, well that's one of them. Yes, that's exactly one of them. In terms of the other one, I think it's this one. But I'm not sure. Man, my memory is all over the place. I could be just thinking incorrectly. Is it this one? It is that one. Okay. So it is those two switches that are on the corners what you actually need. So once you do that, you'll be able to open up this chest, which will give you another small key. Oh, never mind. It gives you a recovery heart. My bad. But, from there, what you gotta do is you must walk across carefully and figure out the best way to approach this without being burnt. Approach this next room, and, there's nothing in this room. You go ahead and stun this Skulltula. You don't have to worry about it, and then you enter into this next room. As you can see, we've gone through the entire childlike dungeon without losing our shield. We have to deal with an iron knuckle. And to challenge myself, I'm not even going to use Nairu's love. Which is simple, just backflip, jump attack, backflip, jump attack. Get close. You want to get him in a good pattern. Oh shoot, I got hit. But I'm not gonna let that get me. Because even the hero of time can't stand you. But yeah, that is Youngling's portion of this video. Just like that. So upon leaving, I'm gonna edit this out because you are garbage. Alright, go home, Kegorgibora. We don't care about you anymore. So that being said, once that's taken care of, you go and open up the treasure chest, which will contain yourself 1 out of 2 dungeon items in this video. Which of course will give you the silver gauntlets, which allows you to basically push and pull silver blocks, and it will help you progress further into the adult portion of this dungeon. So let's go ahead and get ourselves right into it, shall we? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and play our song of, or play Polluted of Light, and we're gonna come back here as Adult Link. So, I'll come back to the future. See you guys in 1 second. Alrighty, so once again we are back in the Desert Colossus, but this time in the future we're playing as, once again, Adult Link with the fancy nice silver gauntlets in our hands. So now we're able to go ahead and do the adult portion of this dungeon. Well, technically, this portion of the video is actually the midway point, like the transitional part. We'll talk more about that later. Also, I'm ignoring that plant bean and I'm not getting another extra heart. I want to challenge myself, obviously. I did not want to, like, go the easy way. I want to do the challenging way, like, call it this way. Anyways, what you do next is you must go ahead and hook yourself up here, assuming the sensitivity is not in my favor. There we go. Climb up, and of course you use the silver gauntlets to go ahead and push this block. By the way, again, there's an eye switch in this room. If you did not get it now, then once you lay this block, you're never going to get it again. Once you hit this eye switch, you will get this treasure chest. Inside of it is a small key. Make sure you get it whenever you can. I would assume you have to get it, but in case you don't actually get it, that's fine. Things happen, and I couldn't blame you. But, here's the transitional part. We're actually going to go back to the kid side, but as adult Link. For a few reasons. One, we're going to need the hookshot to get up to this, treasure chest. And this will give us, I think, another small key. Yeah, another small key. Then you must go down this way, hit the switch, which allows us to drop down. And, go ahead and drop down. Now, let's go back into this room. As you remember, so, as I crawled out of this crawl space, you may notice there's this gigantic rusty switch here. Now, here's a plot hole, by the way, and I'm going to talk about this during this dungeon because it is crucial. So, you hit this switch in the future. Therefore, it will drop a treasure chest in the past. And you have to go back in time to actually obtain that treasure chest. Because, keep in mind, the only way you can access that room is Child Link. Adult Link cannot crawl through crawl spaces. Only Child Link can. So, as such, what doesn't make sense here is that I hit a switch in the future that triggers a chest that will apparently be there in the past? How on earth does that make any sense? This is like another time paradox in some way or form. Because, like, this is like reverse psychology. This is like reverse time travel. Here's how time travel works. Thank you, Pot. Here's how time travel works. You make a certain event that happens in the past, and it will cause some major effect in the future. That makes sense. For this puzzle, you activate a switch in the future, and the only way to get the chest is to go back in time and become Child Link. Like, Back to the Future, believe it or not, Back to the Future, I'm pretty sure they did their time travel pretty well. Sure, like, there were points where time travel would not make any sense in that scenario, but, like, if you're making a game about time travel, there's always bound to be some mistakes. And this game is obviously no exception. This made absolutely no sense. And feel free to make sense in the matter of how this made any sense at all in the comments below. But this is not how time travel works. You don't activate an event in the future that caused a major effect in the past. It doesn't work that way. You cause a major event in the past that will cause some sort of epic effect in the future. This is reverse psychology, man. This is reverse psychology. And it should not make any sense whatsoever. How does it make sense? It doesn't. Also, I don't think I did this right, because, like, I'm pretty sure the flame's about to go back up. Now the flame's definitely gonna go back up, because I did this wrong. That's fine. Anyways, for this room, what you must do is you must go ahead and bring this sun switch over here. And we're doing this for a Skulltula, by the way. This is for a Skulltula. You must go ahead and pull this block all the way out. Hopefully I'm fast enough so that way the flame doesn't hit me. There we go. Luckily I don't have to worry about the flames hitting me this time around because I have the Hylian shield on. I don't really care if I get hit. But this is the block you actually need to bring. And you must, of course, make it land on the sunlight, so that way you'll be able to give yourself access to a gold Skulltula. And I think all the gold Skulltulas in this dungeon in particular, only Adult Link can get them. Young Link doesn't. I don't think Young Link has access to any of them. You hookshot up here, and then of course you hookshot this gold Skulltula. and of course getting your 1 out of 5 gold Skulltula tokens that you get in this dungeon. So now here's the point. So beyond this point, you cannot leave this room. You're trapped unless you unlock that door, but I am not going to. But because I activated some sort of event in the past, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to play the Prelude of Light, and I'm going to go back in time as a Kid Link, and I'm going to get myself one more item, because time paradoxes exist in Master Quest, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Master Quest made absolutely no sense, and this is no exception. Alright, so here we are back in Desert Colossus as Child Link, because we have to deal with some time paradoxes now. Now, again, earlier, I hit a rusty switch in the future. Which summons a chest in the past. This is definitely reverse time travel in some way or form, because this does not work in real-life situations. This is not how time travel works. But you go back to the past, so that way you can go ahead and unlock another treasure chest. Again, this is not how time travel works, and this is mandatory. If this was optional, I would not mind this. Update. This key actually is optional. At some point, you unlock a locked door that will give you a gold Skulltula and a purple ruby, but nothing in terms of actual progression. There's no keys, no farther into the dungeon, and no dungeon items once you go that way. The only point that this key exists is so that way the game wants you to backtrack by going back to the Temple of Time, putting the Master Sword, coming back to this dungeon as Young Link for a second time, pick up this key, go back as Adult Link, and finally make some progression like you're trying to do. Now, this key is sort of a horrendous than anything, so if you're just trying to just play the game naturally, at one point, just try not to go off the main path. Try to like follow the try to follow the signs, and don't go anywhere else. I recommend after you get the Mirror Shield, just stick to the path. Back to the video. But this is mandatory, so this will start to question your sanity. When I first got to this point, as of course Child Link, I didn't believe it's true, because that's not how time travel works. When I got to this point as Child Link, and I was like one key off, particular Adult Link actually, I was one key off, I have no idea what I was doing. It turns out I actually have to go back in time and open this chest. Again, this makes absolutely no sense. Alright, here we are, once again, in the future, as it just turned morning in the Desert Colossus. We've got the small key in the child point, because it's the only time you have to do it. But now we're going to go back in the Desert Colossus once again for a 4th time, and we're going to actually go ahead and finish things off. So, now that we have all the keys we need, let's go ahead and finally go ahead and hookshot our way back up. That is too close up, so I'm going to need a backflip to center myself. Hookshot up here, and of course make a run for it around. So now, once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and what we're going to do next is we're going to go over here. We're going to have to play the Scarecrow song. And this Scarecrow song will allow you to summon Pierre, which of course allows you to hookshot your way up. As you hookshot your way up, be careful. There is a Wallmaster ready to ambush you. Or if he's a complete idiot, he can just do that, because that's who he is. And we're gonna do this. Do that. Look at him, he's just crawling. Whoa. I had a feeling there might be a Wallmaster here. So I was like, look at him, and then it was like, maybe I should probably start moving. I almost forgot about the Wallmaster here. Play Solo's Lullaby. Oh yeah, there he is. Once you do that, then you get a lot of money. Well, I missed a few rubies, but that's fine. But yeah, once you activate that Song of Time thing, you're at the point of no return. You gotta be extra careful. But another thing you must do, also, is light up this room. I'm gonna try doing it from where I'm at. If I can land on the top of this. Nope, I cannot. So, you know, I'm just gonna take out this guy. There's another wall master. I'm gonna take him out. I'm not sure if these things will constantly respawn, and it's gonna cause more problems later on, but for right now, I don't have to worry about it. Anyways, from here, do I want the song? I'm gonna use it on that. You must go ahead and use your fire arrows. And go ahead and light all the torches. You might want to do it in quick succession. Oh wait, no, we don't need to do this. Because I know it's in the next room, and I know I don't need to do that. Ignore everything I just said, because we're not entering this room yet. What am I doing? My brain is all over the place. Mainly because I got jump scared by a freaking... Wallmaster, and that got me off guard. Okay, edit out everything I just said, Marty, and go back to this point. From here, you must not hookshot here. What you actually need to do is go down here and open up this treasure chest. This will give you another small key, I'm pretty sure. No, it's a bloopy. Okay, never mind. And is that really it for this room? I could have sworn there's like one more chest. Let me check some really quickly. I'll always edit this out afterwards. There we go. Okay, so here's what you actually gotta do. From here, you gotta hook shot. Use your lens of truth if you like to, but take a wild hook shot until you actually get something. Right here is probably good. Yeah. As you'll hook shot an invisible chest. Open up this invisible chest, you will get yourself a small key. No, it's a recovery heart. I'm wasting a lot of my time, dude. Man, why am I wasting so much time? That's just so depressing. Maybe I should import another waste of time meter. I don't know. Anyways, you enter the next room. From here, you got a hook shot to the next area. And in this room, you're going to be dealing with a lot of BMOs. Of course, what you gotta do is you gotta use your bombs or bomb shoes. I'm gonna use my bomb shoes. Take these guys out. They're #1 priority. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, I take it back. It does work. After all, just like Josh Jepson says, it is not supposed to go at an angle. Anyways, upon doing so, you'll unlock, basically another area. Which is basically, actually you didn't unlock anything, you just unlock your exit, so that way you'll be able to exit this room. But, what you must do for this puzzle, play Song of Time here. Which will allow it to basically enable another set of puzzle. So here's what things. You must play Song of Time here so you can move this block over there. Once you do that, you go over here, face this direction, and then play Song of Time here twice. Doing so will basically make a crate slowly fall down, and if you don't get rid of the first Song of Time block, then you're gonna basically make the safety net fail to capture it. Because if you don't play the Song of Time on that earlier block, then the block behind that will not be able to save this crate, as it just showed right now. But yeah, once you did that, you go ahead and grab this crate, and you go ahead and place it on this hold switch. Doing that, of course, will unlock another room. As you enter this next room, you deal with 2 Zappos, which you don't really need to fight. But if you want to, that's totally fine, up to you. They're not necessary, but if you want to, that's totally fine. Get wrecked. But yeah, once you do that, you'll be able to open up this treasure chest, which is an ice trap! But the thing is, it also has a retarding ritual on it, so like, what's that? So what you must do, you must slice your sword, which of course acts like some sort of like weird trigger, and then enter the next room, and you will be dealing with an invisible wall master. Be careful. You take him out, and then you spin attack it. That'll make him disappear. And of course grab his magic unit. Once you do that, you enter in the next room, and this is where we fight off your second Iron Knuckle. Same tactics as earlier, you backflip, jump attack. But the big Goron sword deals a lot more. But yeah, once you do that, you open up the next room, and this will give you your second dungeon item of this entire dungeon, of course. And of course, this dungeon item is basically an upgrade to your shield, which is the Mirror Shield. And, by the way, because this is a later version of the game, you may notice that the reflection on the mirror is completely different from what it was from the actual Let's Play. I was playing on version 1.1, which changed a few things, which is the symbols and blood, red blood being green blood, as well as Fire Temple music. But that being said, those changes are very, like, minor, and you don't really notice them right off the bat. You also have to refight these guys, but you don't necessarily have to, but I will, just for the sake of your convenience. Just for the sake of your convenience. Now you must play the Song of Time here. By the way, this dungeon is thirsty for you to play the Song of Time a lot of times. Mainly because, as you can see, I play the Song of Time here to get the block off the sunlight, so that way I can go ahead and light the sun to unlock the door. But now I gotta play the Song of Time again to get this block out of the way. So that way I can enter the door. Overall, they're basically making you play the Song of Time in a ton of unnecessary spots. I pulled out my sword, but just 2 slices is enough to kill you. But inside here is the boss key. So now we got the boss key, which of course will give you access to the boss. Now, from here, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to go and be making a Feyor's Wind spawn point here. So, using Feyor's Wind, I can easily get back to this point whenever I actually need to. Because there will be a point where I'm going to need to get myself back over here, and I want an easy exit. Because what we're going to be doing next is we're actually going to be backtracking. Of course. Alright, let me think about this. Okay, this. So once you leave this area, what you must do next is, deal with the wall masters. Oh my god, I feel like my game's about to break. There we go. Take out the wall masters. Oh, apparently these things actually stay lit. Interesting. Well, thank goodness I did do it earlier. Otherwise, I would have to worry about it later. Alright, so as you enter this next room, watch out for child monsters that are hanging from the ceiling. You'll be dealing with 2 Stalfos along with a wall master, but that's not the only wall master you gotta deal with. We'll talk about that in a second. So we gotta take my thing out, and we're gonna go ahead and light all these. Move! Woo! Kill all of these wall masters. They have a lot of money. But yeah, every time you go ahead and light one of these suns, oh my god. It will summon another wall master. You can either kill it or not kill it. Doesn't really matter. But after he disappears, then he's basically gone for good, and he will unlock this. It'll unlock this whole grotto down here. You fall down. Of course, you have to avoid the spike traps. And in this room, you're going to be dealing with a few more things. For one, we gotta go this way first. And in this room, we gotta do is freaking grab my Ocarina again. Man, this thing uses my Ocarina a lot. And believe it or not, I'll save this again. This dungeon uses your Ocarina a lot, and we'll talk more about that in a much later room. But, use Zelda's Lullaby, and all it does is just unlocks the door. But if you look at my map, there is, like, a chest up here, but if you hear, there's actually a gold sculpture in this room. But you look up in the ceiling, this is where our second gold sculpture is. You go ahead and collect it, and you'll get your second gold sculpture of this entire dungeon. Now, to make this chest appear, you actually gotta jump down and have to deal with a gauntlet worth of these sand shrews until a purple one appears. And the purple one will only appear after, like, after a certain amount of time, so you really gotta be patient. Meanwhile, practice on taking out these other, sand shrews until the big one appears. In terms of valuables, I'm not sure if it's about time or how many you have to kill, but definitely take your time here. So once you take out a certain amount of time, a gigantic blue shrew will appear. And you gotta kill it. This will give you pretty much, I think, a good amount of money once you kill it. Like 15 rubies. But upon doing that, you'll also go and summon a treasure chest, which you go ahead and open, and this will give you another small key. Okay, scratch that. No, it doesn't do that. It gives you a purple ruby. Why do I keep thinking everything's a small key? I'm probably just taking a wild guess, plus it's been a while since I played this game. Anyways, use your one key to unlock this door. By the way. Once you unlock this door, there is 2 Indiana Jones boulders and a moblin from the Forest Lost Woods as adult. This is like the second time you actually see these enemies, and it's only a master quest. But hey, it's a good thing that they deserve more recognition in this game. But anyways, in this room what you gotta do is you must go ahead and look at the symbols in this entire room. This one has a Song of Time block. So what we must do is enter this room, play your Ocarina, and once again, play the Song of Time. Upon doing that, it will go ahead and open up another door. And this one has a milk cart on there with a cow on it. So what you must do is you must go over here and play Epona song. Again, they're making you play your ocarina a ton of times in this dungeon. I might actually input like an ocarina count. Like how many times I have to use my ocarina for something. So anyways, enter here. This is where you play the Sun Song. And the Sun Song is actually easily missable. Well, same as Epona song too, but I'm pretty sure you guys would eventually pick it up. Maybe when I'm doing these, I'll probably point out how to obtain each one. But, yeah. The next one doesn't even have a symbol on there. This one you have to guess. So for this one, I'm gonna probably play Zelda's Lullaby. That's incorrect. Now let's play Saria's song. That's also incorrect. And no, I do not want to talk to Saria right now. It is the Song of Storms. This one is basically Zelda's Lullaby, I'm pretty sure. This is Zelda's Lullaby. You end it with Zelda's Lullaby, I'm pretty sure. And of course, we'll open the door behind him. Now we're gonna take out this moblin. You don't have to, but I like to. Doing so will give you a lot of money as well. You enter this next room, and a ton of Skulltulas fall from the sky. So do be extra careful and definitely try to take them out whenever you can. A ton of gold Skulltulas try to ambush you. Open this chest, you get yourself another purple ruby, which is for 50. But upon the corner, you get another gold Skulltula. So right now, we've collected a total of 3 gold Skulltulas out of 5 in this dungeon. Of course, there's still an invisible one. And you don't have to take care of them, but I did anyways. Exit the next room. And you're gonna have to fight your way through this moblin. And again, you don't have to take them out, but I'm doing it anyways, just for your inconvenience. But of course you don't have to do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. We also wasted a key because it didn't lead to anything plot progressive worthy. But you know, that is totally fine with me. But anyway, so now what you must do, you must collect silver rubies. How do you obtain all the silver rubies, you may ask? Well, for one is behind that corner, one is down here, and one is inside this water current. What you must do, you must hit this switch. Collect it, and then get out of there. So we collected 3 in this room, so now we have to collect 2 more. They're down here, actually. What you gotta do is hit this, get 1, and of course hit the other, which is over here. Do it with style. And, of course, doing that will summon another treasure chest. And this treasure chest, of course, will give you another small key. So now what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to use Feyor's Wind. And I'm going to go ahead and warp myself to a certain point. And I'm going to use Feyor's Wind again, actually. Just to, like, save some time on certain situations. We'll talk about that later. Actually, we probably won't. Because you probably won't even realize it. Or maybe you would if you're jamming on editing. Anyways, entering this next room, we have a ton of keys flying from the sky. Go ahead and, of course, use your hook shot and the right angle to take care of them all. And we have a gigantic ruby puzzle to solve. So we're gonna stand here. We're gonna wait. Go up here. Climb up here. And I screwed it up. I figure I can do it on my first try without, like, falling off the wall, like I did in my stream. But that doesn't seem to happen. Oh my god, I'm failing miserably. I deserve to be banned on YouTube. See, this is why I suck at this. I suck at this. Why am I screwing this up? That's just pretty depressing. I'll take that. I don't care. I'll take it. You could easily get this on your first go if you put your mind into it. Oh my god. And now you're finally about to show up and kill me. Why were you not here earlier? Who knows? Made it. And I was able to climb myself out of there. Take that. There we go. Anyways, so upon entering this next room, we must do is play Zelda's Lullaby, but it will not unlock the door in front of you, but rather the door next to you. So once you do that, you go ahead and enter this next room. And what you must do next, you must jump down here, and go ahead and hit these until you get yourself a rusty switch. You hit the hammer here, and of course it'll unlock the door for you. Oh my god, get around it. I'm gonna take out this guy really quickly. Get out of here. So what you must do, you must try to take out these guys whenever you can. They like to circle around. And take out Blizzopus as well. So once you do that, now you have access to this area. And there's a hidden chest here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there is. And opening that will give you another small key. There's one more locked door we can use, so we're going to use that. But first, let's go and solve this puzzle first. First and foremost, you go and light the sun switch up there, and it will disable the flame on the second mirror. So what you must do, you must set up this mirror in advance, instead of, like, properly connect it while it's already at it. So, like, right there is a good position you need. And if you don't hurry, then the flames will slowly rise back up. But once you've done that, now you gotta do is redirect this one, and it will pretty much already be set for you. So now the mirrors should all be connecting, but we're not ready to even, well, technically we are ready because we have the boss key and everything, but I'm not ready to go and do this yet. Feel free to go straight to it, but I'm going in here. So in here, we have to deal with another iron knuckle, but do not kill it. This is your key to get the last 2 remaining gold Skulltulas in this dungeon. What you must do is you must use him so that way you can destroy the chairs around him. So therefore you will reveal 2 of the gold Skulltulas that are in this room. And don't waste your time on this one, there's not actually one over here. Okay, I really gotta focus. Take that Iron Knuckle, that is the 3rd Iron Knuckle. But you don't actually need to battle him. What you're only here for is actually for the last 2 gold Skulltulas. So here is Skulltula number 4, you gotta do is do a backflip. And then here is Skulltula number 5, and this one you actually got a hookshot, you cannot backflip this one. So we have all 5 gold Skulltulas, they're both in the same room. I feel like having them both in one room in somewhat a familiar spot seems like laziness, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Anyway, so you light up the switch, allow you to go all the way down. But watch out! There's shadow monsters that hang from the ceiling. Oh no, what does that mean? As I stand still, a wall master's gonna try to take me away. So we gotta fight him. And take all its loot. Like that. Anyway, so next thing do, you must go ahead and shine the light on the Medusa's head. And then, of course, you hookshot, and this is where we go ahead and fight off, our boss. Alright, so here we are fighting off against the 4th Iron Knuckle, or 3rd Iron Knuckle, if you like to call it that one. Backflip, jump attack, backflip, jump attack, backflip, jump attack. Oh, almost juked that one. And jump attack. Alright, let's enter the next room. Alright, let's go ahead and fight the final temple boss, which is, of course, Twinrova. You're gonna climb your way up, and be careful, because I already activated them off camera. They're already ready. And sometimes they don't have any form of mercy. It's really best for you to manually aim it, because sometimes the automatic targeting would not work very well. I do still recommend, like, you take a backwards approach. But sometimes, like, even then, it would not matter, because, like, he's always aiming too far up. So, like, sometimes even an upwards approach would not work. And sometimes, like, they're at a bad position altogether, and you can't even hit them regardless of your position. Move completely upwards to you, and one more hit should do it. And of course, like, they're always like too low, so I couldn't even aim for it easily even if I wanted to. But make sure that you're staying in one position before you consider aiming for the other one. Other than that, like, this could be atrocious speedrun-wise, because you're trying to aim for something, and it doesn't want to work. But once you get to Phase 2, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal, because now they're going to combine their powers to become the ultimate Gerudo Witch, And, well, this is where the game will start to be a little bit more spicy, to call it that way. So, again, what you must do is collect 3 energy shards of one element. You can't mix the two. And I'm going to show you the fastest way to deal with this. But, again, you gain 3 energy shards. And that's your turn. Jump attack, hold shield, repeatedly stab. 3 stabs, and he's out of here. Jump attack, alright, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Spirit Temple. Get ourselves our heart container. Create our max energy life. And, of course, I can still easily get the last heart piece from outside, but other than that, that is basically it for the Spirit Temple. Again, as always, if you want to join into this Master Quest giveaway, leave a comment below, and, of course, once you do that, I will run your comment on a random generator, and if you're the lucky person, you'll win this. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time where we tackle the Gerudo Training Grounds Master Quest Edition. See you guys next time.